Hooray! It's Collagraph Day! Today, you need to start by setting up your workspace. Your workspace is really important for your success. Make sure you have a placemat. Make sure you have some printing paper. You need your printing plate, which should be in your folder. And then you need a brayer and some ink to print with. You only need one color of ink and one brayer. Grab a pencil and make sure you have your name and class on your paper that you will put on the drying rack later. Then make sure you've got your smock on. If you don't have a smock, you'll need to be careful today and make sure if you've got long sleeves, you roll them up so you're ready to go. Let's get started. You're working as a team today. One person has dirty hands. They'll be in charge of the brayer and the ink. The other person is in charge of the paper and the printing. To get started, your dirty hands person should rub the ink up and down on their plate. Remember, to add more ink, you simply tap it on the ink blob on the top. You need to keep rubbing vertically up and down and horizontally side to side until your ink sounds sticky. Its texture should look fuzzy like an orange peel, and your whole brayer should be covered. Then, you need to roll all over your plate. Hold it steady with one hand while the other hand rolls with your brayer. When you're done, make sure you set your brayer down so that the handle is laying on your tray. At this point, your dirty hands person is going to take a break, and the clean hands person is going to step in and carefully lay that paper on top. Your name side should be facing up. Your clean hands person is going to use their nice clean hands to hold that paper steady with one hand and rub it back and forth with their other. This is the most important part, and you need to rub hard and carefully everywhere. Your clean hands person pulls off your print and sets it on the drying rack. If your first print is not good, don't worry. It's totally normal. Your plate hadn't gotten any ink on it yet, and now it's primed and ready to go for your best print. If you need more ink, your clean hands person should go grab some ink and put a small dab of it on the top of your plate. Your dirty hands person should use your brayer again and ink up your plate. Remember, dirty hands does the dirty work. Putting ink on your plate and using the brayer could get your hands messy. Set up your plate so it's in the middle of your printing zone, and your clean hands person should get a new printing paper and put your name on it before you print anything. If you don't put your name and class on your print, it might get lost in the shuffle on the drying rack. The clean hands person should rub, pay attention to corners and edges, and then they should pull the print off of the plate and return it to the drying rack. This print looks even better than my first print. If you're looking at your prints, you might notice places that you need to rub more. You should be pulling 4 total prints before you stop and clean up for today. When you clean up, everything goes on your drying rack. Your plate and all of your prints should be there. And then you need to put your ink, brayer, placemats away and wash your hands if they have ink on them. When your prints are dry, you need to sign them. When you sign a print, there is a specific way that artists sign prints. You start by giving your print a title, and then you sign it with your signature. The final step is to write a fraction. This is the addition. The fraction has the number of the print on the top. For example, this print that I'm signing right now was the second print that I did. So I'm going to put a number 2 on the top. On the denominator, I'm going to write how many total prints I made, which was 4. So that was number 2 out of 4. Let's talk about titles. Titles should be simple. They should describe a little bit of the art that you see, and they shouldn't have more than maybe 3 words in them. What do you think could be a possible title for my project that I created? Let's do some brainstorming.